Electric cars have been praised as the future of transportation, clean, efficient, and cheaper to operate than traditional gas-powered vehicles. From flashy Tesla models to more affordable options like the Nissan Leaf or Chevy Bolt, EVs promise a greener and smarter way to get around. On the surface, it all seems perfect. No more gas stations, fewer emissions, and potentially lower maintenance costs. But there's a side that dealers and even some EV enthusiasts rarely talk about: hidden costs that can quietly drain your wallet. Many people assume that switching to an electric vehicle automatically saves them money, but the reality is more complicated. While it's true that electricity is generally cheaper than gasoline, and some maintenance tasks are reduced due to fewer moving parts, EVs come with unique expenses that can add up quickly. From expensive battery replacements to higher insurance premiums, these costs are easy to overlook, especially if you're buying your first electric car. Consider this: a brand new EV might look affordable in monthly payments, but over time, the costs can start to surprise you. Charging infrastructure, specialized maintenance, and the inevitable depreciation of the battery all play a role. Even the hidden fees, such as fast charging sessions at public stations or software updates, can affect your long-term budget. And while some governments offer tax credits or incentives, these benefits may not fully offset the additional expenses. In this video, we'll break down the hidden costs of electric cars that most buyers aren't aware of. By the end, you'll have a clearer picture of what it really takes to own an EV, and you might even rethink whether the savings you expect are realistic. Whether you're a first-time buyer or someone considering upgrading from a gasoline vehicle, understanding these hidden costs is essential. So buckle up and get ready. We're diving deep into the surprising world of electric vehicle expenses, and you might be shocked at how much some of these hidden costs can actually cost. Let's start uncovering the truth about EV ownership. One of the most significant and often overlooked expenses of owning an electric car is the battery. Unlike traditional vehicles, where the engine can last hundreds of thousands of miles with proper maintenance, EV batteries have a limited lifespan. Over time, they lose capacity, meaning the range of your vehicle gradually decreases. For many owners, this reduction is noticeable after just 5 to 8 years, depending on the model and usage. Replacing a battery is not cheap. Depending on the make and model of the car, a full battery replacement can cost anywhere from $5,000 to over $20,000. High-end vehicles like Tesla or luxury EVs often fall on the higher end of that spectrum. Even if the battery doesn't fail completely, partial replacements or refurbishments can still cost thousands of dollars. For many people, this is a hidden expense that they never consider when calculating the total cost of ownership. Battery health can also be affected by charging habits and environmental conditions. Frequent use of fast chargers, extreme temperatures, and high mileage can accelerate battery degradation. This means that even careful owners may face significant costs sooner than expected. Some EV manufacturers offer extended warranties for batteries, typically covering 8 years or 100,000 miles, but these warranties often have limitations, such as only guaranteeing a certain percentage of battery capacity. Once the warranty expires, any repairs or replacements are out-of-pocket expenses. It's also important to consider depreciation. Since the battery is the most expensive component of an EV, its condition heavily influences the resale value of the car. A vehicle with a weakened battery will sell for much less than its gas-powered counterpart, even if the rest of the car is in perfect condition. Understanding battery costs is crucial before making an EV purchase. While batteries are getting better and prices are slowly decreasing, they remain one of the biggest financial considerations for any potential owner. Planning ahead, knowing the warranty details, and considering the long-term replacement costs can save you from unexpected financial stress. Many people assume that electric vehicles require little to no maintenance, but the reality is more nuanced. While it's true that EVs have fewer moving parts than traditional gas-powered cars, no oil changes, no fuel filters, no timing belts, they come with their own unique maintenance challenges. Specialized components and systems can make repairs more expensive than expected. For example, while brake systems on EVs tend to last longer due to regenerative braking, other components like suspension, tires, and cooling systems still wear out at the same rate as in conventional cars. However, repairs on EV-specific systems, such as the high-voltage battery cooling or the electric motor itself, often require specialized service centers. These centers are fewer in number, which can lead to higher labor costs and longer waiting times. Additionally, parts for electric cars can be more expensive. Even seemingly small components like sensors, inverters, or charging connectors are often costly to replace. In some cases, dealerships are the only places that can provide the correct parts, further driving up the expense. For high-end or imported models, the costs can become significantly higher, catching new owners off guard. Software updates are another factor. Many EV manufacturers release regular updates to improve performance or fix bugs, and while some updates are free, others may require visits to a service center or even paid subscription services for premium features. Over time, these can add subtle but noticeable costs. One of the most overlooked aspects of EV maintenance is tire wear. Because electric vehicles are heavier than their gasoline counterparts, tires tend to wear out faster. High-performance tires designed for EVs are also more expensive, meaning replacement costs can be substantial over the life of the vehicle. Overall, while EVs reduce certain types of maintenance, they introduce new and sometimes unexpected expenses. Understanding these potential costs upfront is essential for budgeting and making an informed decision about ownership. Without this knowledge, what seems like a low-maintenance vehicle can end up costing much more than anticipated. Another hidden expense that many electric vehicle owners underestimate is insurance. While EVs can save money on fuel and certain types of maintenance, they often cost more to insure than traditional gas-powered cars. This higher cost is largely due to the expensive components and repair processes unique to electric vehicles. The battery, which is the most critical and costly part of an EV, plays a significant role in insurance premiums. Because replacing or repairing a damaged battery can cost thousands of dollars, insurance companies treat EVs as higher-risk vehicles. In some cases, monthly insurance premiums for electric cars can be 50% higher than those for comparable gasoline models, especially for high-end brands or performance vehicles. Repair costs also influence insurance rates. Unlike traditional vehicles, EV repairs often require specialized tools, certified technicians, and specific parts that aren't always readily available. These factors increase labor and parts costs, which insurers consider when setting premiums. Even minor accidents can become expensive due to the specialized nature of EV components, leading insurance companies to charge higher rates. Location and driving history still play a role, but the type of vehicle is a critical factor. For example, a Tesla Model May 3 have insurance costs of $200 to $300 per month, whereas a similarly priced gas-powered sedan might only cost $100 to $150. Lower-end EV models are more affordable to insure, but they still tend to carry slightly higher premiums than equivalent gasoline cars due to battery replacement and repair concerns. It's also worth noting that some insurance providers offer incentives or discounts for EVs, such as reduced rates for home charging or participation in safe driving programs. However, these discounts often don't fully offset the higher baseline premiums, meaning insurance remains a significant consideration when calculating the total cost of ownership. Understanding insurance costs is crucial for anyone considering an electric vehicle. Ignoring this expense can lead to financial surprises and reduce the overall savings you might expect from switching to an EV. Budgeting for insurance ahead of time ensures that your transition to electric driving remains both practical and financially sustainable. Even after considering batteries, maintenance, and insurance, there are two more hidden costs that can significantly impact the total expense of owning an electric vehicle: charging infrastructure and depreciation. Both factors are often overlooked by first-time EV buyers. Charging your EV at home may seem straightforward, but it can require a substantial upfront investment. Installing a Level 2 home charger, which significantly reduces charging time compared to a standard outlet, can cost between $1,000 and $2,500, depending on installation complexity and electrical requirements. Some homes may require additional electrical work, which adds to the expense. Even after installation, electricity costs vary by region. Frequent charging at peak hours can increase your monthly bills, cutting into the fuel savings you anticipated. Public charging is another factor. Fast charging stations are convenient for long trips but are often more expensive than home charging. Rates can range from 40 cents to 60 cents per kilowatt hour, meaning a single long-distance trip could cost more than a comparable gasoline journey. In rural or less developed areas, the scarcity of charging stations may force drivers to pay premium prices or plan detours, adding both time and cost. Depreciation is another hidden factor that can affect EV ownership. Because the battery is the most expensive component, its condition heavily influences resale value. Vehicles with weakened batteries, even if mechanically sound, can lose 20 to 30% of their value faster than gas-powered cars. This can make upgrading to a new model more costly in the long run. Additionally, technology in EVs evolves rapidly. A car that seems modern today may become outdated sooner than a traditional vehicle, especially if newer models offer longer ranges or better performance. This accelerated depreciation can offset some of the long-term savings expected from fuel and maintenance. Understanding these hidden costs, both charging and depreciation, is essential for anyone considering an electric vehicle. While EVs offer undeniable benefits, failing to account for these expenses can lead to unexpected financial strain. Careful planning and realistic expectations are key to ensuring that your switch to electric driving is both environmentally friendly and economically sound.